Beep, beep, beep. Testing, testing. Is this thing on? Can anybody hear me? Reply in the chats. Can anybody hear me? Testing. Alright. Hi everybody, this is Black Rhino Ranger, and happy Thanksgiving! Now of course, a few Thanksgivings ago, I did a Thanksgiving live stream where I prepare characters a Christmas dinner. Not Christmas, a Thanksgiving dinner with turkeys, stuffing, mashed potatoes, pumpkin pie, etc. And today we're also doing something that's another Thanksgiving tradition, a balloon parade. Every year we have on Thanksgiving there's a thing going around called the Macy's Balloon Parade. It's a Thanksgiving balloon parade. It happens once every year on Thanksgiving, showcasing various pop culture characters as balloons. Some include Sonic the Hedgehog, Pokemon. At one point, Eruptor from Skylanders had his own balloon around 2014 to 2016. And I remember, now, since I didn't live in the US, and I still don't, my first awareness of this was We're Back, a dinosaur story, where the T-Rex, Rex, he was dancing on the parade, and he was singing the song, Roll Back the Rock to the Dawn of Time, and sing this song with me. And he was dancing on Spider-Man, and there was a Woody Woodpecker cameo, etc. There was actually a Thanksgiving parade on Rex, but then I heard it burst. His face got popped. But the first time I was actually aware that this was actually a real thing was indeed when Skylanders announced that they're doing their own Macy's Day Parade with Eruptor. Now, I haven't done an animation on the Macy's balloon thing yet, but I thought for this live stream I might as well do so. And funny enough, the Eruptor balloon thing was also referenced in Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time, when the Eruptor balloon made a cameo in the game, right next to classic Spyro balloon. Now for this occasion, this is a special type of request challenge. So I'm going to do, this is the rule, this is the only rule of the game. These are the only rules. I'm only allowing one big balloon character and two little characters at the bottom per entry. They're the ones who are holding the balloon. Like one big balloon character and two little characters. I'll show you what I mean. Here's whoops. You're not supposed to see that. Here's the big balloon character, and here's the little guy, and here's the other little guy. And that's it. That's it, really. Did this an example like that. I only allow 10 to 12 balloon entries like that, so that's 30 to 36 entries altogether. And it also got to be simple character requests. And if you like, you can use the superchat system, and I'll get to your requests immediately. But they won't be the off-screen or complex ones, because I still want to focus on the simple stuff. I'll probably do the complex ones sometime in January. For now, I just want to focus on the simple things. And if you have nothing to request, just ask me any questions. So, who gets the first balloon? Who gets the first balloon and the first two characters holding that balloon? Let me know. Let me know which balloon character first. Oh, okay. They got a lot coming on. Okay, let's see here. Lumpy. Wait. Let me just see. Lumpy, I know him. Isn't he that guy who kind of looks like Bullwinkle, that kind of silly talking moose who kind of keeps talking with limited animation, and he always makes these really ridiculous puns, don't you think? In fact, that's what Lumpy always keeps reminding me of. He keeps reminding me of Bullwinkle from Rocky and Bullwinkle. And yes, And okay, let me just so it's the and funny enough, the first time I actually saw anything that's Rocky and Bullwinkle related was I did see a little. I actually did see a little bit of the. I forgive me if this may tick some people off, but I remember seeing some of the some clips of the live action movie, the one where Rocky and Bullwinkle were 3D with cell shaded animations. Now that was a pretty neat effect for the time. And it was kind of great to hear June Foray reprising her role as Rocky the squirrel. And the saddest thing is, I think there was supposed to be a Rocky and... I'm not sure if there was supposed to be a Rocky and Bullwinkle movie made by DreamWorks, but they did make one more short for Rocky and Bullwinkle, and it was sadly the last time we hear June Foray as Rocky before her passing. It's kind of... Right, you see, there's just trying to think what else to say about Rocky and Bullwinkle. The other franchise I'm familiar with that's related to Rocky and Bullwinkle is Peabody and Sherman. And they were, I think they were made by the same people who made Rocky and Bullwinkle. And I did remember seeing some of the old shorts. I only saw the old shorts in preparation to see, for at one point prepare myself to see the Peabody and Sherman movie in 2014, and I also was looking up some of the shorts for my Legends of the Hidden Temple crossovers, and used Peabody and Sherman for Ponce de Leon and the Fountain of Youth, and the Moccasins of Geronimo. I think I better should a little shorter, a little smaller than that. Now, I'm not sure if I should see Happy Tree Friends as a positive thing or a negative thing, because I hear some people are looking a little bit more negatively towards it nowadays. And there's I mean, it was like Happy Tree Friends was like Itchy and Scratchy, except if it was also a little bit more like Mortal Kombat. Itchy and Scratchy can get bloody, but not super often. And in fact, it's Happy Tree Friends is often more bloody and gory than is often more bloody and gory than Itchy and Scratchy. One of the only few times I remember them not doing anything that was bloody and gory was their talk about the copyright system. You know, the one where Russell the pirate he finds a little concert and then the narrator is like, "Hey Russell, you didn't own that work. You just copied somebody else's image, and your remix of pirated song is clever, but you still need permission for it, and you need to know if it was under fair use in something in the United States or something blah 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 the copyright stuff and see for liability of civilization or something." Here's an idea. Why don't you make your own video? I remember somebody did an angry review on that. I won't mention any names, but I remember seeing it a long time ago, and this is how he reacted. Like, "Hey, Russell, why don't you make your own video? Because it can still be tagged, still be taken down. If you've taken somebody else's content because it was violating your rights, or out of maliciousness, or out of desperation, or something like that." I will admit I was a bit annoyed when I got struck by that. I mean, I had to watch that video again, even though I've seen that many times. When I had a copyright strike back in 2015, it was during my when I was doing my Skylanders with different songs videos. I was really upset that I had to deal with the fact that I had a copyright strike for the first time in 5 years. I thought using the songs would be okay, but I didn't think it would be this bad. Rocket J Squirrel. I don't know that. Okay. I see what you mean. I thought Rocky was like. Oh, you mean Rocky? That's it. I kept forgetting that was Bullwink. That was the name of Bullwinkle's partner. I wonder, was Happy Tree Friends also inspired by Rocky and Bullwinkle? Now, I'm no expert at using copyrights and stuff, but whatever I post on YouTube, it always follows United States law, California law to be precise, because since YouTube is a California website, I always follow California law. Should I be in trouble for using anything, I would have to go to California to go to court or something like that, because any law in Malaysia or other places like Japan or UK is null and void. Now, technically, okay, I've lost my chain of thought on something. Never mind. And finally, we've got... Here we go, fellas. We got Lumpy and Rocky the flying squirrel carrying the Bullwinkle balloon. Did I put on weight? I shouldn't have eaten all those twigs. What, I'm just explaining the diet of a moose. Loopy do now is a Loopy and Batukai. Loopy and Batukai. Who are these people? Loopy and Batuki. Huh. Loopy and Batuki. These are new. These are brand new characters. I've never seen them before. Hold on, kids. They might shuffle around a bit. Let me just convert them into a symbol so I don't so in case I accidentally delete them, don't worry. I got the symbol to prove I did make them. So they'll be right over here. Okay, what's next? And don't worry, I'll stop with the goofy voice. So what's the chicken nugget balloon? Okay, let me just find out what the chicken nugget looks like. That's a chicken nugget. Okay, if you insist. Okay, I'll stop. Sorry, that voice is a bit of an earworm. Pardon me. I don't know about you guys, but this character is staring into my soul. And it also kind of reminds me a little Spot the Dog from a show I used to watch as a kid. Sorry, it's just I'm trying to look at this character and it's not right. Oh, sorry, I just got a little DM. I can't tell, but I know it's supposed to look like a fox, but it's got long bunny-like ears. I mean, fox from Franklin, I can instantly recognize as a fox. It's a bit too big. Let me just shrink. I'll reposition them in just a moment to perfectly capture the position of. This is not going. This carrot, I think I've created a bit of a Frankenstein more than I have a fox. And not to forget the eyelashes. Let's not forget the eyelashes. Oops. Sometimes that happens. Okay, and who's the other character? Just trying to find who's the other character. Who's... Sorry, I'm just trying to find the full body. If I don't know the full body of the sloth character, I may not be able to understand it. Ah, there it is. They both have eyelashes. Are they both girls? Let me know if are the characters both female, or is one or is one male, one female, or something else? I'm just out of curiosity. I don't know the characters. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to, I forgot, I was supposed to include, let me just, I forgot to color the character in. Forgot about that. Oops. Actually, I'll have her all. There, that's more like it. And there, she's. Let me just. All right. And now for the sloth. Yeah, and one of the funny thing is that even though I am born in Britain, I was actually introduced to the word sloth, like sloth. But I heard in the UK they refer to it as sloth, That's what Kenneth Branagh said when in Walking with Beasts. He calls it a sloth, but this was no ordinary sloth. This is Megatherium, a giant ground sloth. Even my grandma was a little confused about that. Always saying, well, why do the Brits always call sloth sloths? Yeah, I'll admit, even I was a little confused. I didn't think this was a British way of saying it. I don't know if it's still being used to that term, that way of pronouncing it is still being used to this day, but still, I still keep using the word sloth instead. Like, I think it was ever since Ice Age. Maybe it was Sid that got me into that name, or well, even then, I kind of already knew what a sloth was, thanks to something like the Tarzan games, where one of the power-ups of the Tarzan games is that if you're doing this chameleon pinball thing and give these animals something to eat, one of the powers is a sloth, where he slows down like a chameleon. And the opposite of that power up is the cheetah. It helps speeds things up. And there are some things in the game that are not power ups. Some are dangerous, like Kerchak and Sabor. If you land on Kerchak and Sabor, you lose a life. You have to start the challenge again. There we go. We got this chicken nugget with Lupi and Baduki. Is that how you pronounce their names? Just place them right over here. That's two. Now who's next? Missed. Went too far. Balloon Timmy. A more fitting thing would be a Balloon Wallace or a Balloon Gromit or a Balloon Feathers McGraw, but a blue Balloon Timmy will do fine because Timmy is indeed Wallace and Gromit related. No, I think it needs bigger. So I think he needs bigger eyes. He's a cute little sheep. Oops, no, that's not right. Sometimes it's really hard to draw a cute baby character. Because you have to make sure he's adorable. Hmm. Hmm. No, I don't think I did the ears right. Sorry, I have to do the ears again. It doesn't. The ears just don't look right. Let's try this one more time. I don't know. I don't know if this is true, but sometimes I believe it's a little bit easier for admin when they animate something that doesn't require much dialogue. I think because you have to when the characters are talking, you have not only do you have to animate the movements of what the character. Not only do you have to animate the lip sync, you have to animate the motions on how the characters are lip syncing. Because with Shaun the Sheep, since it doesn't require much dialogue, they just make random grunts and stuff. I think it's a little bit easier. Hence why they were able to make as many more episodes as possible in comparison to something like Wallace and Gromit. Another reason is Wallace and Gromit shorts are usually 30 minutes long, while Timmy Time and Shaun the Sheep are about 11 to 7 minutes. And I think the animators have more fun with the body language than they do with. They have more fun with the body language than they do with the dialogue, because a lot of British stuff is mostly talk. Especially Only Fools and Horses. They mostly do a lot of talking. Hmm. Let me just color the blue. I'm not very consistent on the eyes part, on the goggles part, because I sometimes forget, does Yabo wear blue or does Yabo wear green? I often go back and forth on that part. It's blue. I remember now. This just occurred to me. I probably should have added in a little extra challenge where I have a character. I probably should have added in some additional challenges where I have characters doing other things on the balloon, like have the characters accidentally be blown away, have the balloons deflated, or have them ride on the balloon instead of pulling them down. It just occurred to me, but I think it's a little too late for that challenge. I'm just a normal, everyday walk-on parade. Huh. Let me, ooh, it's getting lower and lower. I just realized. Let me move them up a little bit. Okay, what's next? Okay, Tails and Knuckles carrying Sonic Balloon. Wish me luck on Saturday as I'm nervous sighted. Have you read the full script of Conker's Other Bad Day? Oh, I haven't yet. I should look that up. I have heard about Conker, you know, that squirrel. Fun fact, he started off as a game for kids, but his later games are completely for adults. I'm not sure what caused the characters to go from kid-friendly to silently hardcore South Park M-rated. With almost every character voiced by one guy except for one particular character who is not even voicing, he sings. I am the great mighty Pooh, and I'm going to throw my at you. A huge supply of tish comes from my chocolates or fish. How about some stuff, you little sweet? Do you? I haven't played the game, but I can still remember a bit of the lyrics. Do you really think you'll survive in here? Then sweet corn is the only thing that within. How do you think I keep this lovely grin? Have some caviar. Now you really got to really mad. You're a teeny little tag nut. Need to do this with all my bag. Gonna turn it and ram it up my butt. You what? My butt. Yes, right, my butt. My butt. My butt. And then he says a very familiar parody line. Yeah, you cursed squirrel, look what you done. I'm flushing. Oh, what a whirl. Huh. Who would have known a good little squirrel like you could destroy my beautiful disgustedness? Oh, I'm going, whoa.
Now that's what I call a bow moment.
And there's even one level where Conker goes for this woman who has humongous something, and she's literally 50 foot tall. And when he comes across this character, and he has to defeat in battle to win her heart. And in the end, he does win, but she then decides to decline him. She's like,
I don't think this will work. You have to go now. We'll probably meet each other someday,
something like that. Again, I haven't played the game, but I have seen some of the cutscenes, and the Great Mighty Pooh one kind of stuck in my head the most. The only reason why I went with the Great Mighty Pooh thing is because ever since the because at one point everybody was like comparing Drill X to the Great Mighty Pooh, since they're a character who sing in their boss battles. You know Drill X from Skylanders Giants. Do you know the guy who goes,
It's the end of the trek, Skylander. This drill body's on the scene. I'll knock you forward and back with a robo attack, 'cause you're messing with the wrong machine.
just trying to remember how the time I drew Tails. It is always important to try and remember how the last time you draw the characters, because if you fail, sometimes if you fail, it's you're like, oh, I should have drew it like that before. If you remember the time I drew Tails, it was a little something like this. Okay, I'll draw the string later. For now, I just want to draw Tails and how he. You know what? Instead of him walking, I'll just have him fly. Oh, sorry. That in case you heard that, that was just a relative of mine. Sorry, it's a small glitch. That's all.
Wait
Well, yeah, he should be up front. So I'll make him a little bit more like that. I'm just gonna do a little something crazy for Knuckles.
I did not draw his nose right. I screwed up on his nose.
Now, one thing that was always scratching my head when trying to draw Knuckles is his shoes. I keep asking to myself, why does he have Legos on his shoes? Yeah, I never quite understood the purpose for why Knuckles' shoes look like they got Legos. I have seen somebody make a joke about that, where Sonic tries to put Legos on Knuckles' shoes. It's a shame he wasn't playable in Lego Dimensions, unlike Sonic. Oh, I forgot something.
It's Knuckles, and let's finish off Tails.
Something ain't right. No. Wait, let me just double check on if I did anything with. Just remembering if I made Tails. Nope, I think I've got it covered for Tails. Here it goes, fellas. We have Tails and Knuckles. They can't keep up with Sonic on the ground. What makes you think he can keep up with him in the air? Well, at least Tails can, but not sure about Knuckles. Okay, what's next? Oh, it's seize the balloon. Okay.
I say, why would I need to include wings since since he's flying? There's no need to fly if you're a balloon. There's no need for wings if you're flying as a balloon. I kid. I'll include them. Wait, let me just, was he, like, no, that wasn't. I'm just trying to remember how I remembered his color scheme. Okay, that's the balloon. Now for the little guys. Since the guy asked me to draw some dragons, there's no need for them to be on the ground. Oops. Sorry, I'm just making myself a little bit more comfy. Normally I would have Spyro anthropomorphized and have him holding with his hands or claws. But for this occasion I thought maybe have him act like a regular dragon again. When was the last time I actually did that? When was the last time I had Spyro acting like a regular dragon on 4 legs and probably holding something with his mouth instead of his claws? Because I often always like, I don't know why, I don't know why I always like to draw him anthropomorphized, like on his 2 legs instead of his usual 4. I guess maybe it's because maybe I got this idea from looking at the elders, the elders of Spyro the Dragon, where every single one of these elders are on 2 legs instead of 4, with the exception of the ones from Legend of Spyro and Skylanders. And they're the ones that are on 4 legs. In fact, the only dragon that's on 2 legs is the only dragon that was on 2 legs is Firecracken. Every other dragon is on 4 legs. Oh yeah, that was the old way of me coloring Spyro. Yeah, did you know once upon a time I used to color Spyro like this? That I changed it to this because apparently I got complaints that Spyro looks a bit too red. You could argue I was combining him with Flame, the prototype of Skylander Spyro.
who was supposed to be the playable main character, while Spyro was the NPC of Spyro's Kingdom, but they scrapped the idea because it didn't feel like a Spyro game if Spyro was non-playable. Oh wait, I forgot something. Be right back. I just want to double check. Oh, I didn't check that part off. Let me just done. Okay, that part is checked. Just making sure the drawings are secured. Should they ever be deleted, uh-oh, I'd be in big trouble. I have to do the drawing all over again unless I can recover it by undoing everything I've done. If I delete it somewhere or something like that, it'd be an absolute nightmare. And another fun fact is that the Dark Element was actually supposed to be made for Spyro's Adventure, and they were planning some characters like a flying brain and a troll monster, and I think there was another dragon that was supposed to be, but this got scrapped entirely, and they wouldn't use the light and dark elements until Trap Team came along, and even then they would often limit the Trap Team choices to just a few Skylanders instead of the usual four or more. Like there's only one core Skylander, one Trap Master, one Supercharger, one vehicle, and two senseis, one who's normal and one who's formerly a villain. There's no Dark of the Giant, no Dark of the Giant, no Darks of Swap Force. There's not even a Dark of Light Core. So here are Spyro and Black Cat carrying the Jeremy balloon. I did my best. Hope you liked it. Oh, I think I know that one. The Tom Turkey from the Treehouse of Horror. I think that episode was of Treehouse of Horror. The segment was parodying the Great Pumpkin, where Milhouse was serving the Great Pumpkin some pumpkin bread. And when he tasted it, he realized it was actually made of real pumpkin. He's like, revenge! And he starts attacking the kids. And then Tom Turkey arrived. And then he said, do you have... And then Bart then explains everything about Turkey. He's like, revenge! Speaking of Milhouse, I have heard that the voice actress from Milhouse has officially retired after about nearly 30 years of working in The Simpsons, and good for her. Hope she finds a better. Hope her retirement is worth it. Now, granted, this is not the only time I remember a Simpsons actor quitting at one point. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if it was Hank Azaria or Harry Shearer who at one point decided to quit as the voice of something over a payment problem, I think. But then later he came back, and after an agreement, and started voicing the characters again. For this one, I don't know if it's going to be permanent or the voice actress from Millhouse might make a temporary comeback, but for now, I wish her the best. Sorry about that. Let me just redo the waddle a bit because it looks like he's sticking out his tongue. That's better, that's better. I'm not sure what's by the way, fellas, in case you're wondering, I've seen last year, I was marathoning myself on every Treehouse of Horror episode there ever was. And I noticed, and I have noticed a bit of Marge's voice degrading over time. But, I haven't seen the latest one yet. I probably should. I mean, the Simpsons always had this strange habit of airing some of the Treehouse of Horror segments in November instead of October, like it should be. But I think it was something to do with a football event that was happening, I think, at the time. Either that or it was baseball. I'm not sure. What I've drawn here kind of reminds me of the South Park version of Mickey Mouse, where after revealing what he's doing with the Jonah brothers over details I don't think I can mention on this podcast, on this live stream, to make sure I don't violate YouTube's guidelines. When the kids figured out what Mickey was doing, he's like, "Oh, hello, folks. Boo! Now, take it easy. Here are the Jonas Brothers." Come on, guys. No, stop bringing back here.
It's over, Mr. Mouse. Everyone's tuning out.
No, damn it, no! Shut up! Then he grows really big, and then he starts attacking people. And he floats around like a parade balloon, and then he says, "Vengeance is mine! You are something, and I am your destroyer!" And he still breathes fire on them. In fact, Mickey Mouse, along with the Simpsons, South Park, along with the Simpsons, are targets to why Mickey Mouse is often used as a metaphor for how greedy Disney has become nowadays. Like they often use Mickey Mouse as example of corporate greed. Like, what's South Park? Do I own that? No, sir, you don't. Shut the F up, door! You're there to go there and look pretty! What? I'm trying to stick within YouTube's guidelines. I don't want to use the F bomb too much. Who was the character again? Wait just a bit. I think, I don't think, and the Simpsons also did the Mickey Mouse thing. In the Simpsons movie, they had an episode they had a moment where Mickey was going to people's clothes and he wears something a bra on his head, and he's like, "I'm the mascot of an evil corporation." And funny enough, they made a little promo animation about promoting Disney Plus. He's like, "I'm not doing it. You're not gonna make me." And Bart had to be Mickey. Do it. Nope, nope, no, no, this is not good. This is not good. Sorry, this is not good. I have to do this more authentically. It must be, oof, them. I'm starting to forget how I drew shoes. Yeah, that's more like it. I don't know if SpongeBob has ever done a Thanksgiving episode, but they have done a lot of Christmas ones, and it's not just it's a SpongeBob Chris. It's not just Christmas Who, where they talk about Santa Claus, and it's not just the Chris. It's a SpongeBob Christmas with the stop motion tribute to Rankin Bass. They've also done one where SpongeBob they also done one where SpongeBob goes all the way to the North Pole to deliver to Santa a present for Santa. I think it was I think it was one of the few times the Christmas episode takes place out of season. Usually, when they do Christmas in July, they do it as a joke. But there are only about 2 episodes I know of 2 episodes of shows I know that do this. One is Garfield and Friends, called Heatwave Holiday, where Garfield and John they put out the Christmas decorations early just to feel cool, and then everybody starts following Garfield's trend later on, and then they reminded people that it's not Christmas, it's July, repeating, it is not Christmas. And then it ends where Garfield sees somebody climbing down the chimney, and he's like, "Sir, no, it's not Christmas. Sorry." And it ends with that strange somebody saying, "Ho, ho, ho." The other episode is Fa La 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 Ed from Ed, Edd and Eddy, where they talk about and when Christmas was brought up randomly, Ed starts going into the Christmas spirit. He's like, "Merry Christmas, yes, everyone," and he starts giving everybody. And then Rolf, for some reason, got into the Christmas spirit also, and he starts giving away people's clothes, his clothes. Now, strangely enough, in Ed, Edd and Eddy's Jingle Jingle Jangle, Rolf seems to forget about Christmas altogether. Yeah, he's like celebrating a holiday of Yishmayek. You know, the Yishmayek who said this. Yeah, there's another SpongeBob Christmas special coming soon, and it's another stop-motion one. The good news is they managed to fix that animation error where SpongeBob didn't wear his helmet underwater in Sandy's Tree Dome like in the first one. I heard in the first stop-motion Christmas special, SpongeBob lacked the helmet because it was too expensive. If they could only afford one for Sandy. But they managed to slip one on for SpongeBob in this one. The bad news is Sandy's family is popping in, and I hear a lot of people are not too fond of them, along with a lot of everything else in Saving Bikini Bottom. But for me, they probably didn't make a good first impression, but I'll count that one as a strike one and see how strike two goes along. If they didn't impress me, then it's strike two. But if they were to return again, but if they did not impress me again, then strike three. They're out. They are not my favorite. They are no longer my favorite character. They really not my favorite characters. Period. In fact, I kind of had that ideology when I was looking at Amity Blight in her first few appearances. At first, I thought she wasn't going to be my cup of tea when she tried to have Luz dissected. And, it's like, "What are you? Who are you?" Tried to get Willow expelled for the fraud she was or something. But over time, in the later episodes, like Lost in Lang, and then in Convention, they had a bit of a brutal battle against each other. I was like, "Ooh, that looks like it's gonna hurt." The first, those felt like strikes one and strikes two. I was almost gonna say strike three with Lost in Language, but quickly she managed to redeem herself. She managed to redeem herself in the end, and as well as in Adventures in the Elements and the first day, and after that I was like, yeah, I'm starting to like Amity, and she would later became one of my favorite characters of the Owl House. Yes, Ronnie Ann from the Loud House kind of started off a little similar. Heavy Metal and Save the Date, definitely not great first impressions, but over time, she actually became a more decent character thanks to how she takes care of her family in Shell Shocked, and how she started to get along with her fam. She was starting to get along with her family when she moved into Great Lake City, and later became friends with Sid. And she also became one of my favorite characters later on. Um, um, but yeah, sometimes it's good to give the characters a strike two or a strike one, strike two, and strike three before you decide whether or not they are your favorite character or not. I mean, Chandler had about 3 strikes, and then he's out, and he never got better for me. He just never got better. Becky got better when it comes to Ronnie Ann, but anyways, what was I? Oh yeah, the SpongeBob thing. I don't think they've ever done the Thanksgiving. I don't think they ever did the Thanksgiving thing. They've done several Halloweens, and they've done several Christmas runs. In fact, they've done a Halloween and a Christmas stop motion special. And Mickey Mouse kind of followed in suit. Um, um, they have both. They had both a Christmas and a Halloween stop motion special. And guess which franchise Cartoon Network is bringing in for their own stop motion special? And it's only one special that surprisingly has several that surprisingly has both stop motion. I mean Halloween and Christmas all wrapped up in one. A little Nightmare Before Christmas-ish. Okay, who's next? Okay. Hmm. Huh, this is a new one. At first I thought you were talking about Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. That was the first character I knew with the name of Oswald. I didn't think there was an Oswald who's an octopus. First I need to know who... Oh yeah, there's the... I'm just trying to find... There he is. I'm just trying to remember what the... I may not have enough room for a lineup. I may have to section them in different rows, but let's see how far I can go. Once again, I must remind people that I never read the Dogman books, nor have I read the Captain Underpants books. So really, my only way of knowing them is through the Captain Underpants movie. I probably should get my hands on the Captain Underpants novels if I can. And at first I didn't think I was gonna like the Captain Underpants movie, as I wasn't familiar with. But what really got me to wanting to check it out was the theme song. The particular theme song provided by none other than the parody master of parody art himself, Weird Al Yankovic. In fact, that's his only major collaboration in a mainstream animated film, to write a song for Captain Underpants. He hasn't been. I don't think he's ever gotten a role in a mainstream film. He has been in a few Disney television. He has cameoed in the Naked Gun movies, and he even wrote a song for Spy Hard, which many say is the best part of the film. And he has cameoed in he has cameoed in one of the Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures movies. And he also he's also appeared in a few animated films that are mostly direct-to-home media or based on television films. Like he's appeared in Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans as the Gentleman Ghost, and he as well as Darkseid. He also appeared as a t-shirt shooting guy in, I think it was a Phineas and Ferb movie. I think I'm trying to remember. He was the doll maker in Batman vs. Robin, a very creepy performance. But he was never really given a mainstream voice role, which is kind of a shame, really, because I think he has potential. I mean, he's both a celebrity and a really talented voice actor. Of course, he is often typecasted as the goofball, but I think he has potential. If I were to ever hire him in an animation of any fuzz, I'll probably. This may be a strange thing for me to do, but I probably would test his range, see how versatile he can be. I mean, if you're going to have a voice actor on some things, try testing how versatile they can be. How much of a range can they do? Because they have amazing potential. Don't always rely on them to stick with one voice. I mean, sure, some people are known for doing this one particular type of voice every once in a while. I mean, how many of you can instantly remember How many of you can instantly remember Patrick Warburton when you hear him talk like this? Have you heard him do any other type of voice besides that? There's also Gilbert Gottfried. You might recognize him as other voices, but if you listen to some of his stand-ups, he can do a few other impressions too, like Mickey Mouse on acid. Oh God, something like that. He can even do a lighter version of his voice when voicing Wendell, the son of Dr. Bender in Fairly Odd Parents. And he also at one point did a Dracula-ish type of voice. And he at one point temporarily did a Robin Williams type of voice when he was being interviewed on TMZ. Now, here's a funny... Now, I was watching a SpongeBob episode recently, and it was one where... the more recent one where he accidentally ventures into his own wall. And he comes across an old man the episode is called Walhalla. He comes across an old man who's been stuck in his wall for several years. Take a guess who voices the guy. You're not going to believe it. The guy, if you haven't guessed who that guy is voiced by, it's Jeffrey Combs, the same guy who played Ratchet from Transformers Prime, Brainiac from Injustice, Scarecrow in the Season 4 of Batman the Animated Series, and the Question from Justice League.
You know, this kind of a voice where he sounds a little mysterious or something like that. Bulkhead, I needed that.
I didn't recognize him when he was voicing that old guy in who was trapped in SpongeBob's walls. And it shows that he can be very versatile. Hello. I mean, even Keegan-Michael Key at times, I couldn't recognize his voice. I mean, of course, you could argue you could hear his normal type of voice with when he voices characters like Bumblebee and Transformers 1. But at other times, he tries to do another type of voice, like when you listen to him as Toad in the Super Mario movie. He tries to do a high-pitched voice, very squeaky. It doesn't sound like something he would usually voice. But he also would do a menacing, sinister-y type of voice in the Dark Crystal, Age of Resistance. Like I said, even if you're hiring celebrities, don't be afraid to test their vocal range and have them do as many different parts and have them test as many different voices as they can. Or even if you're hiring other voice actors, have them try and do as many different voices as they can rather than just having them do their normal voice. Because there we go. We got 7 entries so far. Okay. What else is there? McCloud is a huge fan of you. Okay. Try to do. This is a red flag. Okay. Next is Marius chat. Wait. Did I skip something? I'm just let's see, you know, believe in from Brother Pops. Oh dear. Let's. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to. Just gonna try and find a unique way to do this. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what's the best color for him. Oh wait, I don't think I did that right. So let me just remove this part here. Oops, that's not right. Nope, that's not right either. Wait. Something's not right. Something's not right. Nope, no. I think I did it wrong. I did it wrong. Uh-oh. I got the wrong one. Oh, that's the right one. Let me just I'll save this one for a minute. Let me just save this guy for later. Oops. Sorry, fellas, I drew the wrong thing by accident. This is what I was supposed to be drawing. It's got a mask that reminds me of a Tekken character. I've forgotten her name, but she used to wear that type of wolfish like mask. I forgot what was that. What was it called? I don't want to scroll down the comments section because unfortunately the downside with these payment things is, with these paid requests is that well, it does give you the option to pause on some frames, so you can if you scroll down, you might accidentally lose all that commenting process. You have to try and find it again, either after the live stream is over, or when the I don't know. When the live stream is over, or when you look at the super chat bits in your earnings section, which can be a bit long and tedious. Oh no, that is not right. That is not right. What was I again? Okay, now to go back to that previous guy I was doing earlier. Let me just flip him around a bit. Just oh, crumbs. Okay. So I'm not talking much about it because just wanting to fully concentrate on this guy because sometimes when I talk I often get a little distracted from my what I was supposed to be drawing, and I can sometimes flub a little bit. Okay, what was that next? What was that other one? Oh yeah. Okay, this one requires a little something which I may have to do off screen in order to get this right, or I can do a little dilly dallying with it later on. Okay, now let's color the guy in. Well, let me just do a little extra eyeliner. Oops, I accidentally knocked my mic a little bit. Oops. Let me just do a little something quick over here, and nope, there. Let me just increase it a little bit more. A little bit more. There. There. And now to convert all these two into one. Whew! There we go. The Incredibox thing is done. Who else? You gotta have two more. You gotta have one more. Yeah. I'll draw yours in a minute. Let me see if there's any others who've got their okay. Uh-oh. I've lost the other one. I lost the other one. Let me just find it again. Sorry, it's taking me okay, so Toad and Annoying Balloon. Can I ask well, can I have one more character? Can I have one more character with the Toad? With Toad, because I want to do 3 characters, 1 balloon and 2 characters. Okay, Yoshi and all right. Thank you for that. Toad with the orange balloon. Let's see if I can remember how I drew that orange. Easy thinking. Sometimes I wonder how can something who has the name of Annoying suddenly become one of the most beloved or popular characters, like the Annoying Orange and the Annoying Thing, aka Crazy Frog. And would you rather sit through the Annoying Orange or the Annoying Thing or Crazy Frog?
You know, the
You think he might have been the inspiration for Minions? In fact, has anyone done a fan art on, or seen a fan art of Minions facing off against the Crazy Frog? That would be a bit of an epic battle, wouldn't you agree?
stop that crazy frog.
Let's see here. What was I again? Oh yeah. I'll draw the strings later. And then it's not just and you know that song Crazy Frog often sings, you know, the ba 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 da ba 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 da ba da ba da da do ba be da boo ba do be boop. That was actually a cover from I think that was a from Beverly Hills Cop. You know Beverly Hills, the original one which stars Eddie Murphy. It sounded more like boop 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 boop. You might have heard of that version in Monsters vs. Aliens. There was I'm sorry, I'm just adjusting to something that's at the moment. Just trying to remember what he used to look like. No, what was I again? The Beverly Hills Cops. I haven't seen the original, and I've only seen bits of the sequel, the one that starred Gilbert Gottfried as Mr. Sidney Bernstein. He's like,
Oh, wow, great. That's talk about my dog's clothes. It's way behind with my door closing.
"So you, Mr. Sidney Bernstein?"
Yes, lucky guess.
"Well, sir, you have 25 unpaid parking tickets and you want it for your arrest."
25? What 25? I pay my tickets. I pay all my tickets.
I think I've said this before, but that was the inspiration. That was what inspired the crew behind Aladdin to hire Gilbert Gottfried, and he became a bit of a staple in animation. Not only as the voice of Iago, but often voicing characters with an annoying voice, like Jerry the belly button elf, the Beetle from Thumbelina, Digit from Cyber Chase. Rick Platypus from My Partner's a Monkey, Prohias the Stomach in Mighty Magisword, Sal and a few other characters in SpongeBob SquarePants, and finally Johnny Cage's talent agent, which was his last role before his death. I think there's another role he did that's upcoming, or it's already been released, but I don't know. Anyways, what was I? Oh yeah, I was gonna do Wait, I got it right here. Wait. You're probably wondering, why did Yoshi just do that to himself? Let's just say he needed something to block his ears while he's listening to the annoying orange. That's why Toad over here has also got his plugs filled. Because there's no telling how much non-stop talking from the annoying orange we're gonna have to hear. Okay, yeah, we're nearly at the 2-hour mark. It's quite impressive. Okay, let me just bring him down a little bit. As well as him. Let me show you why they're annoyed. See, that's why they're annoyed. They're having to listening to his blah 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 blah. His and the what makes him well who he is. Okay, let's see. Let me just refresh a little bit. Okay, next up is. Okay, we've done about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 entries. Let me try expanding this line a little bit. Okay, this is as far as I can go. I'll remove that line in when the entry is over, when the live stream is over. So I think I've only got about yeah, I've only got 3 paid entries left, and I think that's about it. I think I'm gonna wrap up afterwards. So next up is
Yes, someone who is wanting to be someone who appreciates my genius. I like that man dark.
who do you think is the best cartoon genius of all time? Is it Dexter? Is it Jimmy Neutron? Is it Is it number 2? Is it Twilight Sparkle? Is it Lisa Loud? Is it let me know who is your favorite in the comments section. I think you probably prefer Hugh Neutron over Dexter's dad because Dexter's dad can be quite of a can be quite of a bore at times. I mean, there's one episode where he literally does tries to hit the ball in the goal for about 4 minutes, and that's the main punchline. Just trying to hit the ball in the goal for about 3 to 4 minutes. It doesn't seem like much compared, since each episode of Dexter's Lab is about 7 minutes long, but trust me, when you see that episode, it's kind of tedious. Meanwhile, there's Hugh. Meanwhile, there's Hugh Neutron, who a lot of people really grew to like. I mean, he's mostly wanting ducks and pie. Now, a little reminder, fellas, since Jimmy Neutron is 3D, I tend to have a bit of trouble trying to draw him in his regular style. So, which is why I tend to resort to having him draw like how he is on another show. Now, whoops. Don't worry, you'll see the results in a moment if you're having doubts. Oops. In fact, when he appeared in the show, when the other kid appeared in the show, they often referred to him as Small-Headed Jimmy. Wait, excuse me for a minute. I need to recharge. Pardon me. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to shrink him a little bit. His head would be far too big. Yeah, I think I'll do. And of course, Jimmy is not the only genius to be voiced by Debbie Derryberry, and there's another genius she voiced, Coco Bandicoot. I bet she's like the brains of the Crash Bandicoot team. And let's not forget that little Adam thingy. We just draw a little string to make sure he doesn't go. And finally, wait, need to make sure he's a little bit further so there's enough room for number 2. Let me just double check. Did I draw number 2 before? I'm just trying to remember what it was like. Oh, I only did the head. Just trying to. The funny thing about number 2 and number 1 is that not only do they share the same voice actor, they're also the only ones who of Sector V who wear eyewear. And number 1 has his sunglasses, while number 2 has his number 1 has his sunglasses. Number 2 has his goggles, which come with his helmet. In fact, number 1 is kind of if we're going with the personalities of the Kids Next Door, they kind of remind me a little. Yeah, they kind of remind me of the Ninja Turtles in a way. Number 1 is the leader like Leonardo. Number 2 is the brains like Donatello. Number 4 is the rough one like Raphael. And number 3 is kind of the party gal, just like Michelangelo is the party dude. I'm not sure about number 5. Well, where does number 5 fit in? One of my favorite gags in the Codename Kids Next Store Billy and Mandy crossover is when since we're expecting it to be a Codename Kids Next Door crossover. We're expecting that Billy is perhaps going to call the kids next door, but instead,
there's only one group of kids who can help me now.
Ed and Eddie's pesky problem fixers. Got a problem that's pesky? We'll fix her for just one lousy quarter. What do you mean you're broke? Hey, if you're looking for charity, call Kids Next Door. They're cheap. Trying to do Eddie's voice is probably not easy as it requires a lot of yelling, high-pitched yelling. I think I can do Ed, and I think I can do Double D, but Eddie's a tough one. As for number one, as for the Kids Next Door, I think I can do their voices fine. It's like,
number two is like a bit of a,
And of course, he's got a bit of the hots for Cree, who's number 5's sister, who used to be number 11 of the Kids Next Door. I was actually planning to do a Kids Next Door live stream or request challenge back in 2022 during the franchise's 20th anniversary. 20 years of Kids Next Door. We're kind of old, aren't we? Knowing that Kids Next Door has been that old. You're not old, are you? Like I said, I used to play Kids Next Door with my siblings a lot. I was number 2. One of my cousins was number 1. One of my other cousins was number 3. The other was like number 4, and my sister was like number 5. You know, one thing I always wanted, like I said, one of the things I always wanted to see as a kid was a crossover with Teen Titans and Kids Next Door. I just want to know how they would duke it out. Sadly, this is probably never going to be a reality because even though Tom Warburton really wants to revive Kids Next Door, no such luck because the executives are just not interested. He wants to reboot Kids Next Door and call it the Galactic KND and have it on a more serious take. A few comedic bits here and there, but it seemed a bit darker, like it's a bit more of a grown-up version of Kids Next Door. Kind of ironic, knowing that Kids Next Door is all about staying as a kid or something like that, or stopping against super-powered adults. Okay, fellas, Kids Next Door Dexter and Jimmy are officially done. Let's, merge them together and done. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, only got how do I how on earth do I do that one? Rhea balloon from Disventure Camp. I know what that person is referring to, and I've seen that show, that webtoon actually. But I'm not sure how to do that one. Let's see how well I can do it. If this is not working out well, I'll have to request another type of drawing. Now remember, balloons don't usually have much emotion, so and I've heard this venture camp is coming back for another season, and it's gonna feature it's gonna be in a carnival. Um. Now, I don't think I can do her in shreds, but I can do this. Oops, this is... I forgot to save the thing just in case I lose anything, so yeah, at first I thought I was gonna like Rhea a little bit when she kinda redeemed herself a little bit in the end of season 2, where she felt like she needed some help, and she actually does apologize to those around her. But then, spoiler alert, she became completely unlikable again. And they have a good reason to leave her. Is she completely irredeemable after that? Is she on BoJack Horseman's level of irredeemable? Speaking of which, there was a BoJack Horseman reference in the All-Star season. Don't worry, I'm just gonna... Okay, I'm just gonna see, where can I put this part? Right over here, and actually, it looks more like cloth that's falling out rather than. So I think there. Oh, it's still a little bit. Now, who are the characters again? Of course. You're lucky. Yeah, they had to be from something I'm not too fond of. But luckily, they are the characters I'm able to stomach a bit, and they're lucky that they also request me to with something I actually wanted to draw. In fact, when I was at tutoring, I was assigned to do a puppet of this character. The thing is, though, he is also the most easily defeated character. I mean, try doing this to an actual real life robber. Say no swiping, no swiping, no swiping. Will they say, "Oh man," and just leave, or will they do something else drastic? Uh, He'd be more. I think they'd be more like, "You're too late. You'll never find it now." What if I want to draw a character from a show I'm not too gigantic about? I might as well do something that's comforting about it, like give him an attribute to make him a little bit more edgy, if you know what I mean. There you. Okay, that's him done. Let me just color him. What was that? Signor Tuken. Yeah, every time I draw, sorry, I'm just thinking to myself, every time I draw a toucan, all I'm thinking about is that toucan song I remember hearing as a kid, where he teaches about the what a toucan does and how it eats. Like, eat some berries, eat a seed, fresh ripe fruit is what I need. Oh, bang, toucan. In fact, I used one of the songs for one of my Zoo Tycoon videos. There we go. We got Senor Toucan, and over here, let me just color him a bit. Usually, when I think of a toucan, I like to think of Tookie Tookie from George of the Jungle, or the toucan from Fruit Loops.
Where he used to be voiced by Mel Blanc.
In fact, maybe I should do a cereal mascot live stream with the Kellogg's characters, like Kellogg's Frosties. And not sure about the Cocoa Pops monkey, because he's mostly European English exclusive. It used to be called Cocoa Krispies in Malaysia, and there was a moment where trying to think. What else did I enjoy as a kid that featured? Oh yeah, there's the Trix Rabbit, and then there's the rooster from Kellogg's Corn Flakes. There we go. So that's they ripped the half of the Rita balloon, Rhea balloon, and it's flying away. Okay, I think we've only got one more, and then I'll just cap this off. Let's see. Oh, one more. Yeah, it's got to be two more characters. Okay, you got Dynamite Anton as the big balloon with which Annie? Well, which Annie are you talking about? What? I need to know which Annie are you talking about. Dynamite Anton. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Dynamite, Anton, and Annie. They're from Anton Blast. Okay, but can I ask for one more character? Can I just ask for one more character? Okay, Pepino. Okay. It kind of looks like a little Waluigi Yosemite Sam. That's what he reminds me of. Is this a new mobile game or something? Okay, I think I'm going to remove that thing and just draw him as he is. Oops. Let me just expand this a little bit. Let me just make sure it he's like really red. And I better include his signature Oh, I forgot something. Oh, apparently he has a hat. I didn't see that. I thought it was part of the hammer. Okay, we're just in the... Okay. Alright, he's done, but now it's time to add in the final two characters. Wait, did I forget to do something? Yes, I forgot to include, Yep. Okay, and, Never done a smile like this before. So I think I'll try and draw it like this. Okay, and sorry, just a bit of a wait, let me just oh, I forgot to shrink her again. I always forget to shrink her to the right size. There she is. And oops, that's not right. That's not right. Okay, and one more. What was that? Ah, must be Peppino from what was that? What was that franchise called again? Oh, I didn't. I misspelled. We just Nope, I did not draw Peppino. Alright. Oh, wait. Let me just keep forgetting about that part. So I'm not answering any questions because sometimes I like to focus a little too much on trying to draw, and I don't want to make any mistakes. Sometimes when I chat, I make a lot of errors. Like the last live stream I did, I made a bit of an error where I mistaken Snivy for Snively. And I was like thinking to myself, that must have been a typo. And I thought to myself, that must have been a typo. Must have been a bit of a Sonic fan. I was like, and then the person says, I said Snivy, not Slively. I was like, oh, wait, I'm saying, the Pokemon. I keep forgetting. So I had to correct myself immediately. I'm aware that I didn't realize the chat wall was going a bit crazy. It was like, jeez. Yeah, I think that's the... Hey, Italian man. Let me just make sure he is correct to the bit. Had I provided an extra challenge with the balloons, like having it accidentally popped or deflated by the face or something, having it blown away like a rocket, had other things, yeah, it probably would have helped. It probably would have made the live stream a bit more interesting. But as it is, yeah, I think that's just about. I'm just about finished. So let me just get everybody together and shrink them a little bit and see how the parade goes. Where's the key? Let's shrink them a little bit. All right, let's see the characters. There's the Dynamite. There's Dynamite Anton with Annie and Peppy. No. There's formerly a balloon of Rhea from this Venture Camp, torn to shreds by Swiper and Senior Toucan. Dexter with Jimmy Neutron in number 2. The Annoying Orange with Yoshi and Toad. Some Incredibox characters. Forgotten their name again. I'll remember when I revisit the. Wait. Here it is. Believe Trump and I think it was Tatum or something. Dogman with Oswald and with Oswald and Daisy. What was I again? SpongeBob and Luigi attacked by the. Oops, I forgot something. By the Thanksgiving turkey from The Simpsons, Turkey Tom. Huh? Turkey Tom. Isn't that the name of of another controversial animation YouTuber? I don't know. And there's Jeremy with Spyro and Blackout. There's Sonic, piloted by Tails and Knuckles. Timmy, piloted by Ruffy and Yabba. Loopy and Baduki piloting Chicken Nugget. And finally, Bullwinkle piloted by Lumpy and Rocky. So yeah, that's my take on my own version of Macy's Thanksgiving Parade. All right, I think we have enough time to. Got any questions? Just ask me anything. Just ask me any question. Do you think you can continue these deployment plans with the system resuming and for this week request challenge and Xmas Redux Part 2? Xmas Redux Part 2 is on the way. I'm working on it right now. I got nothing else in my way. I'm working on it right now. And as for the Simpsons bombs, I'll get to them as soon as I can. What is your favorite species of snake? Gaboon Viper. How did you get into Total Drama? So, here's a weird thing. When I was doing my spider request challenges, one person asked me to draw Izzy from Total Drama interacting with a wolf spider. Now, since I didn't watch the show, it made me curious whether or not Izzy was ever afraid of spiders. So, when I was then checking on Netflix to see if Total Drama was available, sure enough, the first 2 seasons of Total Drama Island and Action were available, and I checked it out. Having to see the Phobia Factor episode, I realized that wasn't the case. It is not Izzy who has a fear of spiders, it is Cameron and Lashana. And after watching that episode, I decided to, you know what, I might as well check out the rest of Total Drama. The theme song's pretty catchy. The I wanna be famous. And, yeah, so, So yeah, I decided to check out the rest of Total Drama on Netflix, and I was wondering how on earth can I watch World Tour? Then I looked up online. Apparently, somebody uploaded the entire World Tour episodes online, and also told me that there are multiple endings for each season. Like Island had either Oa or Gwen winning. The Action had either Beth or Duncan winning. World Tour had either Heather or Alejandro winning. Revenge of the Island either had Lightning or Cameron winning, or etc. And let's see. And afterwards, I decided to watch as much more Total Drama, and I couldn't get enough of it. I decided to watch everything that was Total Drama related. Yes, including some of the lower tier ones like All Star and Total Drama Rama. I'm that insane, but the only reason I watched Total Drama Rama was because my computer got busted in England for a long bit. So, nothing to occupy myself, I decided to check out the majority of Total Drama Rama. And I also and because of the presence of Jude in Total Drama Rama, I decided to check out 16 as well, which was created by the same guys who made Total Drama, as well as Stoked. I'm hoping to check out GarageBand and Scatoony, which I did see the British version, but the Canadian version apparently has guest appearances of the Total Drama characters. And there's also Jimmy Two Shoes, where the character had where Jimmy Two Shoes is voiced by the same guy who played Mike in Total Drama and Noah in Total Drama Rama. Or was it Chester, or Svetlana, or Manitoba Smith, or Vito, or Mel? Let's see. How about an extra that's not a balloon and Lincoln Harvey Beaks as announcers? Sorry, I don't have a lot of time. I'm sorry, I don't have enough time to do that. I'm just gonna ask any questions. Can you sing Tic Tac Talk and Tug sing in unison for New Year's Day animation for BRR? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll think about it, but at the moment I want to just focus on the Christmas Redux and whatever else I got left to animate. Next time you have a broken laptop, can you try using a backup one like you did in 2015? That wasn't a backup. I actually had to buy a new laptop as soon as I had a bit of a... as soon as that one got shorted out. I mean, actually I did have a slight backup, but that one didn't work very well. Do you have a favorite Loud House character? I have a lot, but my most favorite is Lenny. Oh, Lenza, my dear. Let me see if I can sing it right now in their voices. Far away, Lenza, my dear. For all mankind, blah, 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 blah. For all mankind. I think. I met the voice of Dora in San Francisco. She's such a cool lady. Who are you talking about? How did you do your DeviantArt pictures when your laptop got busted? Was it a laptop a backup? Oh, I had all my files on a hard drive. That's how I was able to get the backup. And I had some of the files within my old computer get transferred into another hard drive. Why are you not picking Mr. Toasty in the Classic Spire request challenge? A Jackal is the same type of thing. I don't know. I have no idea why. Sometimes I'm picky. I'm very picky. When it comes to request challenges, I'm picky. You may not know her. It's I met the voice of Aladdin. I thought it was Scott. I thought it was a person named Scott Ringer. Isn't that the original voice of Aladdin? I thought you were gonna end Skyny with Moana, just Moana 2. I did think that, but since my stress levels my stress levels kind of waned over time, I thought, you know what, I might as well finish off the Skyny parts with the extras I was thinking about. Originally, I was gonna have Nightmare Before Christmas as the thing, but I replaced that with Moana 2. Let's just say I might do the Nightmare Before Christmas another time. Wait, Heroic Quest of Valiant Prince Ivanhoe. I think I have. I think I might have seen... I have seen an Ivanhoe cartoon before. Let me see if that's... I think I might have. It was based on a novel from 1819 by Wallace Scott. What's your next live stream? Now, what is your honest opinion on Senior Token? Since I haven't seen the character before, I haven't witnessed the character before, I honestly have no opinion. I just have no opinion on him. I have a bit of an opinion on Swiper. I feel sorry for him. I mean, he's one of the few things I do like about Dora, but that's about it, really. But Senior Token, I don't have much of an opinion. So, for what's your favorite Total Drama season, episode, and character? It's a tough one to choose. You're probably not gonna like me for saying this, but I kind of like Pocketeau Island. Yes, the cast is a little bit weird. I mean, there's a guy with sound effects. There's one who believes she's a fairy tale princess. There's one who keeps saying evil, and but I do have a bit of a soft spot for Pocket Tail Island, more so than All Stars. I'm not sure. Maybe it's for Ella. Maybe it's for Jasmine. Maybe it's for Sammy. I don't know. But what is my favorite? What is my most favorite? Maybe not the seasons, but the spin-off show, The Redonkulous Race. I think that's my most favorite thing that's total drama related. It's admitted it's Jasmine. Jasmine is one of my favorites. But yeah, I think the Redonkulous Race is. I think I choose the Redonkulous Race as my most favorite thing total drama related because I think it's what Total Drama World Tour should have been like a race around the world and stuff. I wish there was a season 2. Yeah, sadly, I don't think that's ever likely going to happen. But hey, I mean, if Total Drama can be revived nearly 10 years after the original Total Drama ended, maybe Redonkulous Race can also be revived. Who knows? Let me stop spamming. Okay. Yeah, I can take it. So, would you do a 2010s horror thing sometime? I'm not sure. Maybe I'll do a Five Nights at Freddy's live stream, but I need to know the lore about Five Nights at Freddy's a bit more. Yeah, I heard about Chris's voice, but I heard it was a false allegation, but I heard another reason why he quit being the voice of Chris was because he didn't like playing the character being all sinister and somewhat evil to the other contestants, like he's being treating them like a heartless guy. I think they got the same guy who played Dawn in Redonkulous Race and also wrote for a majority of the episodes. I think it was a good call to make him a bit more lightened up. Yeah, what's the next live stream? Oh, wait. One more. All right, one more questions. Get your announcement on your next live. What's your favorite episode of Skylanders Academy? It's been a while since I've seen. I think it was the one where Stealth Elf enters Chaos's mind, or maybe the one where Master Eon lost his beard. Or maybe when Eruptor, Darkspire, and Crash travel to another dimension and they go across where Glumshanks becomes a tyrannical ruler. I don't know. I need to rewatch the episodes. Now we got the Matt Vogel situation with Chris's voice. Funny enough, the Matt Vogel situation with Kermit, it's kind of like a real life. It's kind of like a real life Muppets Most Wanted. Steve Whitmire at the time was the voice of Kermit, but Matt Vogel was the voice of Constantine, and Constantine was tasked to try and imitate Kermit. And now Matt Vogel is our current Kermit, and whenever I hear from him, all I'm thinking about is Constantine doing the voice of Kermit. I'm like I said, Steve Whitmire's firing and Matt Vogel being the new Kermit, it's pretty much a real life Muppets Most Wanted. What's the doing the animation for Old Man Sign singing? Again, I don't know. Okay, I just don't know. I'll keep an eye on that. Okay, so I think let's wrap this up. Let's see what's next on my next live stream. If I feel like it, I think we're gonna go back to the birthday of the most famous animator behind the mouse, but rather focusing on him or the classics he did. I already did that last time. You know, the stuff he did like Snow White and the Jungle Book. This time we'll be focusing on a studio that's also got his name, but it was founded in 1984. but it wouldn't make any new cartoons until 1985. And the first show that it has made was a show about hybrided animals. It was kind of like a kid-friendly version of The Island of Dr. Moreau, which I also remember seeing also used in Crash Bandicoot, Impossible Creatures, and Spliced. But they're also known for making these bears that bounce around, ducks who like to solve mysteries, a bear who flew a plane, a comedic version of Batman, but a bit more comedic and more ducky than batty. Something that was also like Batman, but is a bit more medieval. An iconic duo from Africa having their own series, etc. Yeah. And later in life, they'd be known for making a spy who has a best friend who has a naked mole rat for a pet. Trying to remember, what else did they make? They also did a show about a magical girl from another dimension. Two genius kids who like to invent things during summer. Two mystery solvers who solve something weird happening in Oregon. A show about how anything that can go wrong will go wrong. A show about a little girl entering in the world of frogs. Another show about a little girl entering in the world of demons and witches. And a little girl befriending a ghost, etc., and so forth. But we're not going to focus on that. We're now because they made nearly 100 of these shows, and they're going to make their 100th next year. It'll be very, very crowded and difficult and long for me to do that. So we're just going to focus on a package that they did from 1990 to 1997. It's similar to the Cartoons package, from Cartoon Network, with Dexter, Johnny Bravo, and Cow and Chicken. But this collection, it started off in 1990 and 1997. What's the name of it? What's the title of it? Here's a hint. A lot of people tend to watch it at the time after they come back from school. So, yeah. So that's the hint. That's all the hint I'm giving. So, okay, fellas, thank you for joining me, and thank you all for participating in these live streams. Thank you for these requests, and happy Thanksgiving, and I hope you enjoyed this video.